Life as We Know It with Tom Walton.
Much was made in the Blade sports pages and other news media recently about an effort by the Ohio High School Athletic Association to call attention to unsportsmanlike conduct on the fields of play. Not behavior by the players, but by the fans in the stands. If you've gone to a high school football game this fall, or a soccer match, or any other scholastic sport during the school year, including baseball, softball, and basketball, you've seen the behavior that concerns the OHSAA. Adults who presumably are reasonable and responsible in their normal lives can turn into some ugly version of themselves when their kids or grandchildren are performing on the field or on the court. They yell, they rant, they shout epithets, and the target of their abuse is almost always the officials, the referees, the umpires. The OHSAA has seen enough and has gone public with pleas for fans at the games to root with enthusiasm, but with respect for authority as well. I applaud the OHSAA's initiative in this regard, but I can sum up my reaction in 3 words: lots of luck. I can speak with some knowledge on this subject because I've been on the receiving end of parental abuse. For the past 6 years, I've been a baseball umpire certified by the OHSAA. I took the classes, I learned the rules, I passed the tests. None of which means a thing, apparently, to moms and dads and grandparents who do not know the rules. I've been called many things by the so-called adults in the stands. 2 I can mention on the air, at least 2 that won't rile the FCC, are old and senile, and the caustic comments go downhill from there. It's not always the parents who are the problem. Occasionally it's a coach. I recall an incident when a coach came out to my position in the field to argue that I'd misapplied the infield fly rule. I explained the rule, but he refused to accept my explanation. Later, between innings, he came out again, this time to apologize. He said he looked up the rule and my partner and I were correct. Apologies, however, are rare. Once in a while, I will hear a parent direct a vile comment at a player. After a defender inadvertently stepped into the path of her son on the base paths, I heard his mother shout to her child, "Next time he gets in your way, flatten him." Let me say a word for the high school kids themselves who play these games. Not once in my time as an umpire has a player become verbally abusive to me or my partner. They are unfailingly polite and respectful, a lesson some of them need to teach their parents. The notion of emphasizing sportsmanship is drilled into all high school officials. We officiate these games for the enjoyment of the kids. But how can they learn sportsmanship when they see so little of it in the bleachers? Part of the OHSAA's unhappiness over incidents like these is the heavy attrition rate among officials. Nasty treatment by non-participants is one major reason why 80% of high school officials quit within the first 2 years. The pay, usually $50 to $60 for a baseball game and maybe $70 for a football game, is not substantial. But most of the officials I have worked with were fine with the pay scale anyway. They were there for the kids. So next time you're in the stands, rooting on Jimmy or Ashley, just cheer, okay?
Life as We Know It is written and hosted by Tom Walton and is a production of WGTE Public Media. Life as We Know It with Tom Walton can be heard on WGTE FM 91 every Monday afternoon during All Things Considered at 5:44 p.m. Or hear past episodes at wgte.org/life.